Greetings, everyone. Today I want to share the message of staying organized. You know, in life we have seasons. We have seasons where we have a lot of downtime. It's a time to rest, digest, process, and cultivate, organize. And there's another time in life where things just are happening for you. Things are just pouring, experiences are coming in, income is coming in, opportunities are coming in. And regardless of where you are in that cycle, it's important to stay organized. Because what happens is, for example, let's say you're in a rest and digest kind of state, a lot of downtime. It's really easy to start slacking off. It's really easy to get distracted. And yes, that's part of that creative process of exploring, of journeying, of finding something new. But it's really important to, in that time, start preparing, start cultivating, and still have goals, still stay active. Yes, there may not be as much external validation, there may not be income coming in, but that's fine. It is going to happen. It's all a process. If you start the process, you're in the process. It's going to happen. Now, what happens is when inevitably you get that season of abundance in your life, where opportunities are coming in, income is coming in, good things are happening for you. It's important that you're prepared to grab all the gifts you can. It's like in Pac-Man, right? When you get the power up, you want to eat up all the ghosts that you can. It's kind of like that. When you get your power up, you got to be prepared. You got to be ready to get all those rewards, all those points. And you can't do that if you're not organized and if you haven't been practicing an organizational system. Something that I was introduced to not too long ago has profoundly changed my ability to organize with clarity, and that is integrative organizing. It's a system I learned from my friend Aryeh in Giving Back Studio, and it works on a very simple architecture, okay? You establish a purpose for what you're doing, a problem that you're solving, the root cause of that problem, and the solution. And you base your agenda, you base your actions on resolving the root cause of said problem with purpose. From there, I've noticed that everything starts becoming aligned. Like, I'm actually looking forward to doing the tasks in my day. I may have a really busy day, I might be exhausted, but I'm focused because everything I'm doing is oriented to solving a specific root cause of a problem that I'm driven in my life to resolve. So that's one thing that's really helped me, guys. I'll repeat it again. Isolating with a lot of clarity and allowing it to evolve too. The purpose of what you're doing, the problem you're resolving, the root cause of that problem, and the solution. Outside of that, I'm not too much of a virtual organizer. Like, I don't like to use online agendas and organizers and planners. I don't like that. I do like calendars, like Google Calendar. It's really important. And one thing I've noticed is as soon as I get an appointment or a meeting, it's really important to put that right into the calendar before I forget. But coming back to my original thought, I like to write. I like to write down my agenda for the day, and I like to make a checklist. It's really nice to have a checklist because there's like a dopamine rush to checking off certain accomplishments in the day, and you get excited. Another thing is, we have a tendency to get overwhelmed when we start thinking too much in our head. We don't put our thoughts down on paper. They start circulating in our head a lot. And I've often been in a situation where I feel like I'm overwhelmed with how many tasks I have to do. But when I actually put it on paper, it seems a lot simpler. It's like, oh, it was only like four or five things. So, that's how I stay organized. Now, on the spiritual side of things, on the lifestyle side of things, outside of organizational tools, I'd say that one thing that's really helped me stay organized too is keeping distractions out of the way. It's okay to say no to people who are not serving your highest interest, even if that's close friends or family. It's okay to have that space. we're I personally believe that we are on this journey through life to discover ourselves, not to be understood necessarily, but to discover ourselves. And we need space for that. We need to be in an environment that cultivates the ideas that we're trying to create, gives us clarity on those ideas and allows us to cultivate them. And if you have people who are not aligned with your purpose, who don't resonate with what you do, their feedback is important, yes, but it's probably in your best interest to make some space. And since I've done that, I have stopped going on dates. I have stopped going to unnecessary parties, which I know I'm just gonna like, not really gonna get anything out of it. And I've stopped feeling guilt for, was it FOMO, fear of missing out? I stopped feeling guilt about that. I'm not missing out on anything when I'm creating the life I want for myself. So that's something to take into consideration too on the spiritual lifestyle side, is just really diving in, digging in deep into what you want out of life. And I've talked about this in previous videos too. Like, I think we try to seek too much external validation from friends and jobs and status and money. But when it really comes down to it, when you find what fulfills you in life and you're driven to accomplish those goals, there's nothing more fulfilling than that, because no one can take that away from you. On surface level, it doesn't seem so attractive because, when you first begin investing in yourself, in, your body, your lifestyle, your finances, it's not easy, and the path isn't always clear. Where are we going? What are we doing? It's a path of self-discovery, but it's a path that always gives back. You can break up with girlfriends, you can move to different locations, have to switch jobs and get out of touch with friends, but the skills you develop for yourself, the lifestyle habits you develop for your own well-being, those never go away. And they become a source of attraction because you are the wealth, you are the abundance that you're trying to manifest in the world. And therefore you start attracting that. People see that in you and they mirror that and they want to cultivate that with you. So that's my food for thought of the day. Hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.